Good morning Internet, I'm about to take you on a full day with the iPhone 14 Pro Max, but first things first, gotta walk the furry guy. Before I go on, a quick thank you to iBlazon for sponsoring a part of this video. Now, moving on. After half an hour of watching YouTube videos on my morning routine, I took my buddy out for a walk. Perfect time to take a few action shots with the new camera. The iPhone 14 Pro Max is supposed to have an outstanding battery life. You can check our battery life test video to see how long it lasts. So I am not going to spare it at all throughout my day. I am even going to end on a very heavy, kind of unconventional task. Stick around. We start off with a few show-off clips with my dog. With the dog walked and fed, it is time to get to work. So what's on the agenda? I need to make a quick Instagram reel. I'm doing a quick recap of what to expect from the Pixel 7 when it launches next week. So first I have to do some research myself. Follow us on Instagram for short informative videos or just fun goofy ones. I'll use the iPhone 14 Pro Max to shoot the reel and Apple's Clips app to edit it and add captions. Now that was a nightmare. Apple's Clips app has auto captions and some quick filters to use, sure, but it crashed on me so many times. So after a couple of hours of recording B-roll with this phone and battling the Clips app which melted through the battery, I have this much left. You should be seeing a screenshot right now. Back to my regular duties now. Now the iPhone gets some downtime. I need to check a couple of articles on the site and work on the script of the very video you're watching right now. It's a good time to talk about the new always-on display that Apple finally added to the iPhone. Most people find it to be a bit too on. It just shows you your exact wallpaper and your notifications at all times, as if you forgot to lock the phone. And I agree, it is a bit much. I can get used to it, but it breaks a social norm that we never really think about. See, when you sit down to speak with someone, your phone is off, and this implies that they have your full attention. Some people turn their phone face down. I always hated doing this and never found the need to. Well, Apple just gave me a reason to do it, unless I decide to turn the always-on display off and forget about it. It is neat that if you have an Apple Watch and just walk away from your iPhone, the display will turn off. It is also neat that it will turn off when in a pocket or purse. About time Apple thought about that, by the way, because your lift to wake screen will always work even if the iPhone is in a wallet case. But that's a tangent. I do have something else to say about the screen though. When Apple moved to OLED displays with the iPhone X, they had this ever-present greenish tint, which I found quite annoying. I even employed small iPhone hacks and fiddled with the screen filters just to get rid of it. With the iPhone 13 and now the iPhone 14 Pro Max, they look much better. And now the iPhone 14 Pro Max also has a super bright screen. It can reach up to 2000 nits, which is searing. Time to take a quick break. I might play a game or two, but tell you the truth, Asus ROG phones have me spoiled on mobile gaming. So instead, let's just edit that footage I took of the dog earlier and post it to my story. For years, Apple's devices have been leaders in video editing on mobile. Here's my favorite app, Enlight Video Leap. It has filters, transitions, all the basic settings you need for a quick video, plus keyframes, which is key. You will be happy to know that Android finally got the app in 2022, and the excellent LumaFusion app is also on its way, we think. Maybe I should also let you know what I think about the dynamic island. Nothing. I barely noticed it, and while it has some cool animations, I didn't find it enhancing my multitasking or preventing me from enjoying the iPhone. Well, the weather seems fine, so I'm gonna take Sniffles here out with the skateboard for a run before sundown. I can track my skateboarding exercise with the Apple Watch. Now, this is not an Apple Watch video, I just wanted to throw it in there, how I enjoy how many workouts this thing has. One of the very few watches to track skateboarding actually, even though it's kind of a generic estimator, I think. This is a good time to talk about the action clips we can take with the iPhone 14 Pro. Just look at that stabilization, even as I zoom in. And yes, when you zoom around, the iPhone still uses all three lenses. It doesn't just crop with the ultra-wide camera. Well, that was fun. Alright, we're home now, exactly 50% battery. Good job. We still have an important task to do with the iPhone today, so let's move on. If you're a more active person or you wear skinny jeans, be warned that this phone is rather large and heavy. If you don't want to drop and damage that precious jewel, it's a good idea to have a couple of cases on hand to protect it and accessorize. Which brings us to today's sponsor. iBlazon was extremely nice and sent us the Aries to protect our brand new iPhone 14 Pro Max with. It's unyielding at protecting your device, and the back is entirely transparent, letting you enjoy that shiny color at all times. The case has an unbending polycarbonate shell and air-cushioned corners to protect it from all sides. Yes, I said all sides because the front also has an integrated screen protector, and it's an easy on, easy off type of design, so you're free to swap between cases depending on your daily needs. If you want to use it with MagSafe accessories, just grab the Aries Mag variant. The Aries has been drop tested at 20 feet, that's 6 meters, which is why this is the case I use when skateboarding with the iPhone 14 Pro Max in my pocket. iBlazon is running a 25% off hero discount for teachers, students, military responders, and healthcare workers when you shop on i-blazon.com. So check out the link below or simply type iPhone 14 case by iBlazon on Amazon to see the rich selection of cases and pick your favorite. Thanks to iBlazon for sponsoring this segment. Moving on. At this time of the evening, I would typically be watching a lot of YouTube while cooking, but since I had guests the day over, I have tons of food ready. However, it all works out because I'm gonna use all this time I saved for my new hobby. Still, I snuck a couple of videos in. You know, I was worried that the speakers on the iPhone 14 might now be worse as the earpiece is tucked in this tiny slit on the upper frame. On the contrary, the iPhone 14 Pro Max sounds loud, meaty and detailed. It can get harsh when you max out the volume, but I didn't find myself needing to push it that much as the speakers were doing well at mid-levels. With iOS 16 and macOS Ventura, which is still in open beta, Apple introduced an magical new feature. You can use your iPhone as a webcam even without a wire. Now, I recently picked up a new hobby. I stream online, but I don't have a good webcam. Typically, I use any phone with DroidCam OBS installed. This works great, but I still need a USB-C wire for better quality and low latency. In some way, for some reason, Apple gets high quality and low latency wirelessly. I should note that this feature is not exclusive to the iPhone 14 series, it is available with iOS 16, but we have not tested it with absolutely all devices yet. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm at about 40% battery. I'm gonna stream for 3 hours and hope that it doesn't die on me. I do have a power bank at the ready and I'm kinda pessimistic, but I'll let you know how it goes. Alright, we were online for 2.5 hours and the iPhone dropped to 10% battery. This means 30% drop overall. I'm very impressed. Streaming video wirelessly with low latency. Good job. And that's a full day with the iPhone 14 Pro Max. Would I buy it? Probably. I currently use an iPhone 12 Pro Max and I'm quite happy with it, but if my mobile contract was expiring, I would give it a serious thought. The screen is better. 120Hz is buttery smooth and the action camera is very impressive. Also, do check out our camera comparison video to see the iPhone 14 Pro's camera in full force. And subscribe for more cool tests and reviews. Thank you for spending this time with me. I've been Press for PhoneArena. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time.